If it gets down to it, don't forget you have a poison. Oh.
That's how you beat a tier 7. Oh.
Oh boy.
Ooh. That's what I'm talking about.
Let me just leave the guild real quick. I'm coming over.
Was that the last one?
Yeah. I didn't see any side paths.
Yeah. Can't remember.
Off soon, as well as the Gatherer's Hut, which is looking like it's got all the materials except for some logs now. We have 2 of the people on that. Let's go ahead and take them off that duty and see if we can get them to get duty. Let's see if we can get them onto gathering just trees. Like, can I get them to get, start being foresters then? I don't mind the clear cutting. It looks like a lot of the trees start to grow back anyway. But the forester is what we really want for production very soon. We already got 7 adults now as workers, so I want to make sure what we... I see. If I deny them on that job. So this is workers for construction in general. Well, we still definitely want at least 1 person on the construction. Let's put 2 on there. There we go. Food reserves are low, they say. Interesting that they say that, because we have 787 bread, we have 700 fish, we have 30 meat, and we've got a ton of vegetables, which apparently have possibly been harvested, or maybe they gathered them somehow. I don't know. Ooh, is this a thunderstorm? Cool. It's kind of weird to see all these nuclear, like, radioactive rocks. Like, look at all this uranium we've discovered. Literally just glowing. Oh, a baby has been born, too. So we've got 2 children, 2 teenagers, and 7 adults. Excellent. Food is definitely the thing that we want first. We need to finish this school. We've got pretty much everything we need except for hay and iron ore now. And it looks like we also still need some wood, which I don't think is being turned into logs at all, but everybody's doing what they can in terms of gathering pretty much everything. And it won't hurt to have some extra storage here. I need to worry about firewood, but I don't want to build the building yet or put the staff on it yet, but I guess we could lay it out for now. Let's do that. Let's lay out the rest of our city while we're at it. Let's see here. We don't have to build things now. We can just, lay it all out, and that should be fine. Let's see. I'm also going to need to see if there's a... this is what we want here. Lumber.
Alright, boy.
I'm going to have to see if we can... assign workers a little bit more differently like they did in Banished. I kind of like how that was done, but we'll get to it eventually. Ah, there we are. Furnaces, blast furnaces, carpenter shop, lots of industry buildings. Good. There's our castle options, including an inn. Ah, yes. What do you think we should name the tavern this time around? Comment what you think it should be down below, even if your name is Steve.
That's the guy that we're talking about before that I hate.
Tavern,
oh, the scorpion guy.
look at the best name down below, and like that comment, by the way. Should we name it the Glory to Raptoria Cabin? I don't know, but get those comments up there. Glory to Raptoria down below in that comment section. Show your support. It is awesome to see that comment section blow up, because you guys are just loving it. All these city builders are just so lovely, especially these ancient ones. Gathering materials in order to build a building is so much more satisfying than just, if we were playing City Skylines, making a 8x8 residential area with a road around it and putting it down.
This is a pretty good blade.
Compared to having to gather stone,
yeah, it is,
and wood and iron ore.
that W thing where it spins is so good. It gives you an extra when it damages, it does a stack of something or other, but increases your damage by 4%. It stacks up to 10 times. So if you have 2 enemies in the radius for 3 seconds after the thing's done, you have 40% extra damage.
Approaching 3 adults, or rather 3 more children, teenagers rather, that will become adults.
Yeah, that's like with the dual swords. If you're running a soldier's helmet, you have like the block. So if they have something like the axes, you can just press R, then press your block, build up the 10 stacks instantly. And then if you have like the heroic cleave, you can just auto attack him, and for like every 4 auto attacks, you get like a free cleave.
Yeah.
So then you can just like cleave once or cleave twice, then use your E. Bang. That does so much damage.
Near the town, but not so close. So we'll put that right there.
Yeah, I was using the swords until they stopped the
This way too, just so people
the combo where like you could do the block on your chest and the heal on your helmet.
put down
Oh.
some additional fields, maybe. Wow, how'd that tree?
That thing was pretty cool. I'm happy they removed it though. It was a bit OP.
Cut those down. Maybe the trees closest to the forest, or rather the village, won't be cut down. What's this option here? Collect all resources. Oh, okay. That's helpful.
The heal on the helmet. Yeah, yeah.
So if we want to collect everything, that's
I like that a lot.
all right. Wow, 570 vegetables. Great. I think what I really want to get next then is, yeah, look at some of those pies. The fruit pie provides 59 calories, as well as the vegetable pie being 56. So if we can make some fruit pies, that's going to be the best option for us. We'll need it. Obviously, I think we'll need a grain farm in order to make grain, to make flour, in order to make the dough, and then apples or plums or whatever will provide a huge amount of stuff here. Yay, we finally got wintertime. Awesome. Very good. It is now finally the winter, and the Raptorians should have enough firewood to last through this one, although this field is now dead. Luckily, we got quite a bit out of that one. 549 vegetables. I'm very impressed. Good work, my man. All right, let's see if we can do this now. We just need hay and more logs to be cut down. I think the rest of that's probably being applied to the hunters, the gatherers hut over here. Well, too late for that. We'll try that next spring. And let's also go ahead and put this one on hold, too. There we go. And then let's see if we can just get everybody to be unemployed and work solely on gathering materials. Let's try that over here. Anything and everything, just go for it, folks. All right, let's see how we do in the winter. The roads are built. Man, that is almost blinding, but it looks really nice. I can't wait until we've got like a huge site of Isle Nublar. Uh-oh. Well, don't worry. If we encounter dinosaurs, I'll be able to talk with them. It'll be fine. This is how it all began, I think. Was that fox eating our crop? I don't think they actually threaten crops. I think they just kind of are like, hey, come eat me. To which it's like, okay, I'm coming. And the fishing dock can work year-round, so that's a great thing to have. I think the gatherer and the farm fields cannot function, but anything hunting wild game, like the hunter or the fisher, docks and camps are definitely going to work year-round. Oh, wow, we have plenty of stuff left. Very good. We'll definitely need more for the next year, though. It looks like we're -10. That must be Fahrenheit, then, because if it were anything less in Celsius, we'd be dead. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess it's about the same. The teenager has grown up and already ready to work. Perfect. That's why we need to get that school down. Just a lack of resources on trees and logs now. But I guess whatever they're going to gather is good. Since we're going to do tools, we will need a lot of ore next. But trees are really the next thing we need to be cutting down. I wonder how we're doing on tools. Let's see. 23 remaining high-quality tools. So that's a great start for us. We've still got quite a bit of tools to do. To use until everybody needs to start making some more. But that'll be our next concern, I think. What a beautiful little forest. Gorgeous. We're going to need to get a snowplow out here, though, to plow some of these roads. So that's going to be our next concern. Maybe we can put a road maintenance department nearby or something. Oh, no. That's taking us out of the immersion. Don't do that. All right. Looks like hay is coming in again. And I think we might be entering late winter soon. We might be
3 times.
8.
Lots of people coming in with stones. I want more logs, but I'm not opposed to the stones. Especially if it's the sorcerer's stone. That was a good one. Let's see here. Forester's camp is probably going to be one of the next things that we build. Okay. I'm going to ask everybody to stop cutting things down. Looks like spring is almost here. I'm going to ask everybody just to chill now. And I want to go with trees only. Let's try to cut down some trees here, boys.
Oh.
Trees and hay. I guess I'm learning how people prioritize things here.
Hills.
So that's just fine with me. So long as we finish the school next spring, and then of course we'll have more food coming in, and then the gatherers should be done too, because
What
that's
does the
only going
crowns
into
mean
that
in
one.
like the top,
Okay, now we
like
want
when you
to
kill a mob?
Very nice. Oh, and another person grew up and is ready to so we're now up to 9.
I don't know. I need to say it.
1 teenager. Interesting. Okay, so we've got construction pause for now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it's
when
because
you
of premium. Yeah, it's the premium stuff.
yeah, what is it like?
Oh, I didn't have someone assigned to the construction, so it wasn't here. However, it also
Like
said
you
there
get
was
bonus
0,
fame from premium.
Oh yeah.
so it still wasn't enough for the logs yet. There we go. Now we've finally started construction on the
Oh, so like, I get you.
Raptorian School for the Blind, and that is
Yeah, so you get like
being
2k fame plus you get like an extra 992 for being in a black zone, and then you get like another
And next we'll have to be
whatever the crown is, like 150 for having premium.
late winter, so we know
Yeah,
that
something
we
like that.
just need about 4
No.
in order to get through it at this time.
Well, I think
So everything was good for
I
our
think
first
both
year.
of them are added into that.
And we'll have
Oh,
some
so that's
soon
included.
too.
I think so.
Very good. Now just 40, then we can start training all of our teenagers to become more productive adults. So that's great. And all the trees and such being cut down. Lots of hay coming in. Perfect. A lot of logs being used right away. Very nice. There goes the school. Let's watch it be constructed and see if it's anything like Osprey. You can see the foundation being put down, all the stone there. Then we've got the wooden frame going up as
Little
well as
baggy.
the side panels and everything.
Mm.
And I guess the walls of everything. Is this guy hungry for a fruit pie?
Can't remember what
There's,
this guy does.
vegetables and bread and meat. Wow, we still got 5 meat remaining too. Good. It looks like things are actually starting to come in. We've got logs here that are being immediately.
I think
brought
it spawns extra enemies,
Great. And,
which is actually good for me.
will be up next too. We should probably do the forester camp next then. So let's make sure we unlock that one. And now that we've got a decent laborer force with a couple.
Some of the bosses are just that difficult, and then some of them are just like complete like
Yeah.
bots. Like they might as well not even be
Some of
attacking
them,
you.
yeah, you don't even take any damage from.
That's going good. Great. Perfect. That's going really nice. Look at that. So that's where all the clay goes to then, all the extra clay.
The stalker jacket on.
I don't think there's a separate fuel for stove fuel. I think it's just firewood, which is why we'll have the lumberjack ready to go too. So let's make sure we pause that one. Oh, it is unpaused. Okay. So we'll just need a few more jobs to be completed then. So kind of a slow first year, but really actually very prosperous in the long run. We've got multiple food sources that have been reliable and have already produced. We've got our school going up.
I think that one's done.
Will skyrocket. The next thing we can start doing, as I
Yeah.
mentioned, is tools and bigger homes. So that way we can start adding to all of our workforce. And excellent. Spring of year 2, we made it. We made it through everything.
You got decent loot, and then that one you just get a bunch of silver bags.
Yeah.
Behind. I know. We've also got our lumberjacks hut ready to go. And hopefully a pizza hut soon. That'll be great. We'll have pepperoni, sausage, and of course my favorite.
Did you use all your money to buy gold, and then you buy premium?
Actually, I don't know what my favorite
Yeah.
would be at the moment. There's some really good, interesting pizza.
I was just kind of investing it because I was thinking it would go up after it hit like 4.5k. Then it dropped down to like 3.2 or something.
Which is a good
Yeah.
thing.
And I bought as much as I could then.
Okay. Well, looks like they're really clearing out the area now. And logs are skyrocketing.
Mr. Investor Man.
Assign somebody to be a
Uh-huh.
lumberjack and start
IQ
working
players.
all year on gathering
These are my favorite ones. The mines,
wood,
just
turning it into firewood, and looks like we're ready here.
I
There
hate
goes
this
that
guy, the like one that pops the shield.
It sounds like the kids are going in the ring.
yeah. I just have my W on, and then just as soon as he pops a shield, just W.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let your
Don't have
teachers
any
teach your
interrupts.
Children, educated people
Yeah.
work faster and more efficiently than uneducated. Very good. And we've already got 2 teenagers there. From this day forward, Raptorians will be more effective and efficient. That is awesome.
All of these bosses are like real easy as well.
And we'll keep everybody nice and toasty.
I
It's
don't
just
like
a
the
little chilly. Is that
one that
water
puts like
radioactive?
exploding things at your feet.
Okay.
Oh, the
And,
cannon boy.
toaster hut ready to
Yeah,
go.
something like
this is
that.
great. All right.
Yeah,
Not a
and there's
fan.
also there's also the other one with the whip. He's like,
We've certainly built all the buildings that I was
it's pretty
wanting to.
useless.
We've got food going on, and finally some firewood being made. So our logger is immediately, our lumberjack, dropping that off, and it'll go straight into those homes that so desperately need that firewood. Good. One family already sorry. I've angered Susan Wojcicki. I'm sorry. The algorithm is smart and beautiful, and everyone is special and strong and brave. Okay, well that does it for my first episode, folks. Very prosperous. I'm very proud of this town. I'm certain I could have done more things effectively and efficiently, but knowing what I knew from Banished, all of those skills really went well here. So I'll see you all tomorrow for more of Life is Feudal Forest Village, and glory to Raptoria down below in that comment section.
Hi, I'm Rex Harris from Piccadilly Park, Bangalow, on the far north coast of New South Wales. We have 60 hectares of macadamias, and one of the reasons why we're doing cover cropping and compost and trying to increase our soil carbon is because we're a non-irrigated property. For every 1% of soil carbon that we sequester into our soil, the soil can hold an additional 140,000 litres of water per hectare.
Hey, those sounds very nice.
By your own piece of Albion. Aye.
Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back. It is good to see you for more Life is Feudal Forest Village. Our forest village is starting to grow, and we have a dire need for clothing. So we better get things cracking right away. We need to take use of those animal pelts and keep everyone warm for winter that is sure to come in just a few months. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in and being here. And as always, make sure you, most importantly, say glory to Raptoria down below.
What
in
a
the comment
buff you
section
are,
to
these ones.
encourage our wonderful citizens. And if you haven't already, make sure you like the video too, so we can continue on with City Builders. This is a fun one, and is inspired a lot by Banished, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So thanks very much to everybody giving me tips and tricks down below in the comment section who've played this quite a bit, and to everybody, again, tuning in. All right, we need to get to, what are we doing, industry or something like that? Is that where the, let's see, the tailor, I believe it is. Resource gathering. Oh, it looks like it's under the resource gathering tab. We need to make ourselves a weaver's hut right away, so that way we can immediately start taking advantage of clothing for the year, so that way we can get everything done ASAP. So we've already got our little forester camp over here, and we've got our gathering camps around here. We also need to start making metal as soon as possible too. We have 9 people in our camp, 2 teenagers who are in school, and a bear that apparently is just getting out of class. That is, I can barely believe that. That is amazing. Did you just see that? He probably didn't even pay tuition either. Wow. All right, well, anyway, we're going to get that weaver's hut up as soon as possible. Let's make sure we've assigned workers to it. We did. Oh, and by the way, I found
Getting
something
pretty
that
decent
I
fame
didn't
from
realize
this.
before. I'll have to find it again, though.
Yeah.
This game, just like in Banished, has a profession tab. So something I didn't know before is that we could actually take a look and see how many people are in what job and what the maximum is for each job, too. So we can really move people around and get things done that way. So we're going to go ahead and continue to keep people on the construction site so we can get buildings done as soon as possible. We've also got, let's see, I think we built our hunter's cabin up here somewhere, too. Maybe. No, I guess we didn't. Not yet. I was thinking about doing that anyway. But we've got ourselves a gatherer's.
Big rocky boy.
Somewhere. It's somewhere tucked in the trees. Wow. There's lots of good materials around here, too. Ah, there it is. There's the gatherer's hut. So they'll be able to bring in things throughout the year, vegetables and whatnot. But anyway, let's go ahead and immediately make sure everything's getting organized for our construction.
When you have your W up, does it also reduce incoming damage?
So it looks like
I
all
don't
the
think
materials
so.
that they need are in store. Yep, even hay. What about clay? Looks like clay is good too. We also need to build
No.
ourselves a clay pit as well, and I'll probably do that on the outskirts of town so we can expedite our building process. So far, we've been doing pretty good, but we want to make sure our people are continuously gathering resources. I'm going to go ahead and authorize both iron and stone to be gathered from over there, and our people are gathering things at random. Don't want to cut down any more trees, really. We have the forestry building to thank for that, but right now all of our people are gathering. Materials are working the job, and I believe we have one extra person here who is assigned to labor, collects resources from land. So idle people now are gathering just stones and iron ore and things like that, which is totally fine in order to keep our building process going. So we want to get a weaver up right away. That person can gather resources, and as soon as the weaver is ready, we'll go ahead and have them assigned to that. Other than that, we've got somebody chopping some wood, and most jobs have one person assigned to them. And we need some more people in our lovely city. We've gotten off to a wonderful, wonderful start. Now that everyone can be educated, they're going to immediately, almost from day one, be super efficient and ready to do the job at the peak efficiency, which is great. So anyway, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and add some more names to the list down below in the comments section on what you think we should name our tavern when we get around to it. I'm going to go ahead and put down a few more buildings, at least in terms of where we want them to be placed in the future. And you, do me a favor and comment down below what you think we should name our lovely little bar whenever the time comes. I'm also going to put down a few clay mines and things like that while we wait. I'm also not sure if putting down a clay mine, do we need to put it directly on top of the source, or do we put it nearby and they're able to mine underneath the ground? I think, since I don't know, I'm just going to put it right on top, and I'll pause it too. We will go ahead and build this at some point, but not now. We'll just leave it as a placeholder. So we'll need an iron ore mine, so that way we can eventually get the blacksmith working for tools. Tools are our next very important job, so we'll get to that as soon as possible. Looks like the wood has been delivered. We now need stone, and then ore, which we've got plenty of.
Look at this guy hard at work.
Looks like we're actually lacking.
Doesn't even notice his friend's dying.
We got all of it delivered here, and then 50 hay. So we will need somebody to go around and gather hay too. So hay, how about that? All right, let's go ahead and assign that. Let's see here. I love the music, so peaceful, so lovely. There we are. All right, perfect job done there. Okay.
Want to see the best way to
let's
regain mana?
back to
How would that
about
be?
what we're going to do for the blacksmith. So in order to get the blacksmith to fully work, we need to have ourselves.
I think he was being sarcastic. He was gonna do something.
We also need to have
Oh.
ourselves I think a smelter of some sort. We need a small smelter.
So if
Yeah,
you
took
took
a
that
little bit
much
too much
damage.
Kiln too. So we'll need to turn.
I accidentally popped my R again early.
Turn ore into iron
Are you-
through that, and then we'll also need.
I don't
No.
think you are.
the blacksmith. So I don't know if the charcoal burner supplies both the.
In like
furnace
just a
and
second I will be.
blacksmith, but we'll see in a little bit. Oh.
Oh, you're waiting for
nice,
your.
construction. Oh, good. They're not delivering.
He's got, as soon as you pop your, he just pops in one order.
Okay, looks like construction can begin now. And
I blame the
we can
latency.
use that weaver as soon as
Yeah.
possible. So let's see what we got for hides. Excellent, 32 hides, which means we
I
have
don't know.
enough
It
for the
seems to say that I have
season,
some.
And I think we might be able to authorize some additional home building. So let's go ahead and try to build our first house here. Too.
500.
Looks like we're actually able to build a small house. I think would be fine, and we'll build that somewhere over here so we can.
Nah, I'm
take advantage
joking.
of
It's
the land
270.
that's nearby, and out there should do us good. Perfect. Now, of course,
Oh, that
the
sucks.
better thing about homes. is
Imagine
that we
having
have a
bad
high
internet.
pregnancy chance, so our population will grow faster that way.
Imagine living in
When
Australia.
it comes to shacks and smaller
Ugh.
homes, will provide better shelter for them too. All right, our next concern, I think, should be firewood for the year.
It's
So
taking
we only have
forever.
52, and the blacksmith.
Could you not just start attacking him and then like?
What would you call him?
No, look, I want to be
lumberjack
prepared
Nolan?
beforehand.
Lumberjack Nolan, the old legend of
Yeah, but no,
Lumberjack
you're gonna
Nolan.
not gonna have to use it for a while.
Cutting down a bunch of those, so that's good. All right, so what's going on with construction? It seems like we've got 2 out of 5 people needed. Apparently 5 people are needed for the construction there. That doesn't sound right.
Heretical chopper.
Let's put another person on construction. Let's just see what happens. It says it's on pause right now. Or that it's snoozing. No resources for production. 150, 80, 90, 30, 31 out of 50. Ah, okay. So we need to assign them all to
Chop chop.
hey, so my mistake. I need them to actually do that. We don't need them on construction duty. We need them on resource gathering. So we're a little short on one thing. I'm going to cancel all resource gathering. Party's over, boys. Cancel all that, and let's make sure we bring in some hay. So wherever You can gather that from. Go ahead and grab that up. It's actually quite a difficult resource to come by. Ooh, somebody's going to get hit by lightning. A difficult resource to come by, meaning that
Oh,
we
shit.
cannot farm it unless we actually make a farm.
Chicken
We
gang.
can't build like a thatchery or something.
No,
on the coast.
just bad at the game.
Harvest reeds,
Yeah.
seed reed,
Cut no close there.
to either gather it in the wild, or more preferably, build a farm, which we'll be doing soon enough. All right, we're in summer of year 2. Oh, and it looks like
Yeah, it always works
that
out.
garden has grown up.
If it doesn't, it's the latency's fault.
Who can be gathering for the next year? Excellent. So in total, we have 300 oats, primitive tools, high-quality tools. We're starting to run a little low on that. We'll need some more fruits, but vegetables and fish are hanging out, so that was great. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lay out the rest of our buildings then for blacksmitheries and things like that. I love the fact that we can also build ourselves a giant fortress if we want to at some point. Looks like we also have an iron ore mine. Looks like there's a lot of iron ore. Ooh, right
Such a
there.
long
And
run
also
back
here.
to the portal.
It seems even bigger here behind these behind these people's houses. They probably wouldn't be too happy about that, but there seems to be quite a bit of
Enter
iron.
world.
I don't know if it matters from where you build on top of or what, but let's go ahead and put an ore mine there. We'll put it on pause for now. But let's get our ore industry set up.
Gonna go
Iron
get
ore
myself
will
some
come up in
gear
here.
now.
And then we also will need a kiln in order to burn down logs and things into charcoal. So since we have our storage barns over here, I think we will go ahead and put it somewhere nearby so that way it can easily access wood and then put it back in there as charcoal. And then we also want a blacksmith shop, so we may as well put that near the coast too.
Take
Go ahead and
that.
put this on pause. We don't need the workers to come over and bring any materials just yet. The weaver is top priority.
42 helmet.
31 out of 34 out of 50. Good.
Oh.
Excellent. And the last few things that we need is let's see. We'll need a furnace of some type. So let's see what we've got here: lumberjack, stone quarry, ore mine, clay mine, blacksmith shop, weaver kiln, furnace. That's what we want. The blast furnace, I believe, is for making high quality steel. The furnace is what we'll need in order to turn iron ore into iron, and I'm not quite sure exactly what that means to do it.
I'm gonna get that.
Says. We know we'll need it regardless. Cast iron smelting, that will work as well. Okay, perfect. So we'll put that on hold for now. What a gorgeous village. Glory to Raptoria, everyone. Absolutely fantastic. All right, let's put one person on construction. So that way, 37 out of 50. Good. We'll make sure that they can at least start. I wish they could start assembling even though they didn't have everything. Like, just because the hay can't be delivered, that doesn't mean they can't work on the frame and the foundation and the walls and things like that. They've got everything essentially to work on the house except for finishing the roof. So they could get everything started in the meantime. So I wish there was some sort of way to just, tell them, hey, the foundation showed up, go ahead and start laying that while the wood is arriving, that type of thing. It would increase efficiency quite a bit. That'd be great. What about roads? Any other roads we should build? Looks like this is the roadway here. Look at that bear just sitting there again. All right, let's go ahead and build a road deeper into the forest. And we'll build a road over here to come behind the iron ore mine. Now, I think this is a great spot for us to put fields and such. As soon as we remove all the stones and the iron ore and any other trees that happen to grow back, that'll be perfect.
Grizzly bear.
One more little thingy of hay needs to be delivered, and then we're good to go. Come on, boys, we need you. Hopefully some more people enter the workforce soon. We've got one more teenager in school, but hopefully the added homes. I think we'll approve another home to be built next as soon as one more hay comes over here. Oh man. All right, well, I love everything being laid out. Looks good. We certainly need more people on firewood. I believe we're going to need about 300 plus in order to finish this. So it looks like now we've finally got everything needed. So come on over. Let's hire all of our workers for that. And we've got 4, so let's hire another person to be a lumberjack. Is that profession there? Yes, okay.
Beef.
Perfect. Let's get another person to cut logs into firewood so we have a warm winter. All right, so this year we're going to try to survive the cold, and once we've got that, then we can start working on our long tool game. And it looks like we're also...
Oh, there was someone waiting at the portal.
Crops this year.
Hey.
Unmounted.
Put everything close together. People haven't had to walk unnecessarily far to
Want
Did
to wait
you?
a bit before going through there.
build anything aside from gathering resources out in the open. And here comes everybody to do construction. Good work. All right, so this is the weaver's workshop. Oh, wait a minute. That's the weaver. So do we need a tailor as well? Hold on, we might need another building in addition to that. Weaver's workshop, blast furnace. Let's see here. Stone quarry, ore mine, clay, blacksmith, weaver, kiln, carpenter. Let's see what the weaver does. Clothes sewing, number of workers. Clothes sewing, it says. Okay, so hopefully...
Where are the
they can make-
4-2 chests?
Some games you have to have a
Soldier.
weaver and a tailor. I've seen that in a
Armor.
lot of games, so it all kind of depends on the game. Really.
4-1,
Sometimes you have to
no.
have wool or
4-2.
weaver in order to turn it into fiber
Yeah.
or something like that that can be then woven at the tailor. Really, they kind of like make it into textiles and then they finish it up at the tailor. Okay, one more. Let's go.
CC, incoming damage.
Excellent. All right, let's make clothing. Excellent. Warm clothing. Oh, that actually requires more stuff. Uh-oh. This requires flax regardless. What's warm? Why does warm clothing take an extra?
Her
Wool,
boots. I
flax,
need
and
a cape.
hides. Oh, interesting. Well, what about regular clothing? All right, we're gonna have to import flax. We have none of that. Uh-oh. We're in trouble then. I don't know what we can do about that. Let me go ahead and hire a worker here regardless. Let's get somebody out the construction crew to come over here. We have no flax. That's bad news, bears, because we don't. It's late summer, so I'm kind of like out of luck here for things. Fall will be here soon. I don't know if I can actually import anything, and I don't think we can find flax in the wild. We don't have a trading post or anything up now, but we can at least try to keep warm with all the logs we'll have. 182 there. Let's assign another worker to the lumberjack mill. Let's take away a construction worker for now. Oh, perfect. When you click that, it actually shows you all the businesses that deal with lumberjack, or at least where the employees are. Okay. All right, well, let's full scale into lumberjacks. Damn, look at that. 11 out of 3, but 0 flax. That is annoying. Also, wool is needed, too, so we can also domesticate sheep for warm clothing. We have no flax, and I don't think we can actually grow any until the next year. All right, let's try to get another farm field down. Flax is usually harvested in the fall, so we can try to get a farm field down.
Mage sandals.
All right, let's see.
What do these do for me?
Another farm field down from. Actually, we might want a big one. Flax is
Delayed
pretty
teleport.
profitable. Once we start trading, we might be able to really do something with that. But let's do it.
Does that
small
even?
enough for
Do
one
I
person. think
even
we
need
can do
those?
12. That seems to be
No.
more efficient. Or at least that's the way I like it. All right, let's
The
go
only
ahead and
shoes you
see
need
that
are
just built
soldier's
by
boots.
One construction worker. They should bring over just a little bit of wood, and we seem to have enough. 24 logs is not crazy, and we have people working at the forestry buildings. Do we not? Yes, 1 of 2.
Is that right?
And looks like we've got 1 person and 1 child coming up next. Coming up next on 1 child, 1 person.
Uncommon expert dungeon map.
Let's see. So food shouldn't be a problem.
Dun,
Hunger
dun, dun.
is pretty much good to
Artifacts.
go. Well, since we don't have food, it's
Bags.
senseless to have somebody assigned to that.
Hello.
So let's put them on the other business. There's that weaver. There it is. Or tailor. I guess it's interchangeable in this time. They do both jobs.
Nice shot.
So let's go ahead and assign somebody to full apiary work, rather logging. There we are. And then just need somebody to construct this. All right. So now we've got 221. It's early fall. Oh boy, we need another.
What's going on?
So we can get flax the next year.
What's
How
doing,
many
man?
clothes do we have? I
Just
know we
doing some
have
solo
0,
dungeons,
but
you
I
know how
don't
it
know
is.
if that means that. Now that doesn't mean that.
Oh,
we're
yeah?
Clothes. Uh-oh.
Out here getting that bread.
Uh-oh. She kind of looks like she's just kind of out.
Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-oh. She
Frequency.
doesn't look like she has really any clothing at all. Look at how beautiful that is. Holy crap, that looks amazing. Wow. All right, well, hopefully, I didn't realize that. I thought
Soldiers'
flax would
boots.
be used for light clothing and wool
What?
or hides would be used for heavy clothing.
Soldier
So, that's, I
boots.
guess, a rookie mistake or whatnot, or just the unknown, really.
24k.
Okay. Hey, you'd think
And
we'd
the
be able to
cheaper
make,
ones.
like a fur coat out of stuff and keep warm that way, but oh, we also have
19K.
to hire another person for gathering.
Oh,
Though I think
get a
the
mats and you can make it.
farm here is
How do you
good,
make
but I
these
don't know
bad
if crop
boys?
rotation is a thing in this game either. So if you know anything about the farming in this game, please let me know. Most efficient.
Don't know
field
if to enchant it,
sizes,
though.
Crop rotation. I know we can also have some fields as grass, and I'm
Rare
assuming
steel,
that's
but-
for sheep or cattle, which I think we can only
Easy.
sheep. I don't think I've seen.
Surely if you've done dungeons, you'd have enough of those runes to enchant it.
Herbs.
True.
Interesting.
I've got like freaking. At this point, I don't know why I keep picking them up. I've got like 10,000 tier 4 runes.
On managing the jobs. It is now fall of year 2, so we're going into our second year.
Yeah,
now.
I just collect the runes and just put it in my island.
I've got a bank tab entirely devoted to like runes and relics. Runes and artifact sort of pieces.
One little. Oh,
Yeah, just call
How
it
do you
like
visit the Guild Island?
Put this first.
I go to the
What are you doing?
travel planner,
Huh.
and there'll be like a tab for your personal island, and there'll also be a tab for the
It's not like
Dingo
Yeah, yeah.
Unchained.
ahead of time.
Home sweet home.
So good thing we didn't build any more homes yet. We could probably.
Big house. Ooh.
So let's go ahead and authorize the home to be built.
I've been making a bunch of stews from my island, so I probably should start chucking them on the guild marketplace so people can get some cheap tier 8 stew.
What do you guys think about that? All right, cool.
Oh, hell yeah, I'll buy all of them.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
same.
I'm glad everyone in
So yeah, I
town.
got like,
As long as there's beef,
Appreciate that.
or make me some pork omelets.
Alright, we're gonna build this.
yeah, I can't do the pork omelets, but at the moment I'm just growing. I'm pretty much growing everything that I need to make the stew. I just gotta actually buy the actual meat, which is a bit unfortunate.
What meat is it?
But our population should
Oh, it's a
expand
TI.
quickly as soon as
Yeah.
the small house provides more homes or more housing, I suppose.
Yeah, I just grow carrots. In now it is.
Forever to build that, so
Yeah.
You should see how much chicken I have.
I wonder if we can tell people not to leave. Oh, that's a school. Pause or resume work.
Posted in general.
People working in the profession. This is a shack. I think we can actually make the population 0 if we want to. Ah, yes, we can kick somebody out of the house. Perfect. So I can just make the population 0 on the home when it's complete.
It's a lot of chicken.
Too much. All right, whomever's working the job here, come on over. My goodness. All right, we are now entering early winter.
Jeez.
I can already see the land starting to get more bright.
Yeah, my bloody island's from Carly, and so
Snow will soon be
gotta like
here.
take them off.
I had like
That
I had
sucks.
All right.
1.5 mil worth of silver bags.
All right, the struggle for clothing is real.
Took about half an hour to
Do this.
use them all.
We will be all good to go.
So,
Interesting. It seems like
how long have you been?
this is when the crops die now. Early winter.
Not
Oh
too
yeah,
long.
if you could.
So
What was that, sorry?
Exactly.
Not too long. I can't remember when I started.
Next year or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like
Oh, come on now.
I think like
Yeah,
last
you're
month
allowed to- yeah.
they patched it because the
No,
the
I'll
bag
just put it
opening
in there.
sound was like so loud.
Farmfield, please.
No,
People
try
used
to-
to save all their bags, go to the bank, and then in one big group they'd open like 1,000 of those bags and just
Yeah.
drown out everyone.
All right. Well. luckily,
Yeah,
it
if you
takes
could
one
make me
person to
some
do it,
soldier
and we'll
boots.
probably get rid of our gatherer for the year.
Yeah, that's
Also,
good.
the fishery does seem to work year round, so that's another good supplement. We're good on food for a while, and looks like firewood is good too. So that's good. Let's go ahead and speed up time, see if we can bust through this winter quick. And all we need now is the flax for the next year. So that's good.
It's annoying this week and next week I'm doing a lot of
Thank
nights,
you very much, sir.
so I can't actually join in you guys fame farm and it sucks.
It's okay. You can give me the login to your account, and I'll find fun for you.
Music in here is beautiful. Just
Totally good trade.
Alright, we just need 2 of these to be
Boat.
done.
Yep.
Boy, winter is not here. I thought that
Lemon
was
mist.
snowing. Taking quite a long time to get through to
Bang these boots.
roads are
And
completely
going
bare,
for
the
some
weather is
grind.
beautiful. And it looks like the farm field is being completed as well. Alright, so 13 out of 24. Tool reserves are low. We have 13. That's still a good number, especially with high quality tools. And firewood is being produced at a pretty good rate. 390. I certainly don't want to go low on that. And I don't see any markers.
I got a
but
can
it's
ash
so it's good
Trimmer
that we're building an
Grove.
additional home,
Yep.
for people next year.
This weekend?
Oh, and then we won't have to worry about clothing, so that's good. Person is taking forever to finish this. I suppose
True
we
route
should
is the
farm
dodgiest for getting ganked.
construction crew.
Yeah, Trip Route is definitely the hot zone where if you wanna get ganked, be gankers, yeah, if you wanna go to Trip Route.
That says, I want a farm crew of, 25 people, and during the winter, go do these following jobs. That would be really helpful. So that way you don't have to micromanage every job. All right, we'll do flax, and we'll do actually don't know how much that will produce. But what are the other crops? We
It's because you got some really good freaking zones near trip routes, so people always go through it.
I don't know if that's for feeding horses. I'm not sure if we can get
Falling Leaf is a tier 6 dungeon, 2 zones away, and
either, so we'll see.
tier 7 zone pretty
looks
close.
like we got another student now, 2 new students. 2 people studying to be adults. Excellent.
Hello there, gamer.
Howdy.
Hey, hey.
Ask your parents, kids.
Hey.
Server down. What the fuck?
Oh, there's some guy here.
Alright, let's go with wheat. Wheat is
Get
gonna
away
require
from me,
us
mate.
to do
Idiot.
with oats.
Yeah, idiot.
Wheat is going to require us to do a windmill, and that's going to be a little tough because we're going to need a windmill to be built and then probably a bakery. So we'll need some more people, I think, before we have enough hands to do.
He's cut right across where I want to go to, but
At least the layout of our blacksmith is ready for the next year, and I think we have enough people now to where as soon as spring.
oh, I'm not streaming.
Like the winter
Are you guys playing Albion?
Let's go ahead and improve.
Yeah.
Oh, we can move 5 people into these homes. Excellent.
Jinx,
Because my server's
Coke.
down.
Let's get you all having some kids now. And they need some food, which means they just need to swing by the warehouses. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, we got plenty of vegetables, plenty of food, plenty of firewood. So we made it. I don't think we would have not been able to make it another year without that. So that was a good move that we were able to do. And it looks like they got food. Good. And they're getting warm as well. All right, everybody's nice and warm and
Bonnie,
toasty.
Bonnie,
Good
Bonnie.
thing we did that. If I built all
Very
the
funny.
Talk to you guys some-
stuff, we would have then started to get people, but they would have all frozen to death, and that would have made Elsa.
What was that, sir?
Let's go ahead and try another. Maybe another small house. Ooh, it is hard to see. Cannot. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's easier to see. Let's build that there. All right, more the merrier when it comes to homes. Now we can get all these jobs fulfilled as soon as we can. And we've got another person in the workplace, so let's... Oh, actually, we only need 2.
Got everything?
Let's go ahead and hire another person. Actually, we could probably get rid of a firewood person in the spring. We've already got 442. That's great. We're way ahead on firewood.
Put your money
And they're
on
cutting down
sure.
trees to build homes. Good.
Sure.
And what do we got for supply on that? Looks like we got enough hay. Not enough clay, though. Oh, but it doesn't need that. Okay, good. Clay seems to be like a more advanced resource at the moment. Needed for only certain things. Alright, well, hopefully all of our future workforce is all educated, so that's going to be quite a change for us.
We should do some dungeons. We got the best healer here, the best tank, the best DPS, and Crazen.
Multitude of vegetables, quite a bit of bread and fish remaining. Probably need to increase our fish game a little bit though.
Ah.
So that should be good. Oh, looks like another small house being constructed. Excellent. It's going to make for a very profitable
Nem Nem's on his phone.
year. Oh no, somebody died during childbirth. That's a shame. Oh, and childbirth.
Undeniable chasm.
That's bad.
Yeah,
times.
give me some goodies.
Well,
Oh,
we got
dungeon right here.
5 now, so
Oh,
25
it's a bit
plus
too close to the
2.
road.
So that's good. Hopefully we see our population jump up then in the next year.
Yeah, except for the dungeon,
Perfect.
dungeon dives.
Well, that's a shame about that, but luckily nobody's freezing to death. Hypothermia would have really...
I get gained.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm not gonna be happy.
you always go on the ones close to the road because no one ever thinks, hey, someone's been in there.
No, it's already been
No one ever
taken.
goes in.
Looks like a lot of
Nah, it
supplies
doesn't.
brought over. Looks like we're holding pretty
Oh,
steady with the
kill 'em.
firewood. Seems like 3 lumberjacks
It's
are able
probably
to
me.
support a population of 10. But as soon as spring comes around, I think I'm going to cut them off from that and start getting those other jobs fulfilled.
I don't know if he can take me.
And see if we can also...
I
support construction.
4.1's pretty strong.
I wonder if we can clear cut some wood. Oh, actually, this whole area has regrown. Well, we'll need...
Bloody suicide skeletons.
To start becoming farmers then. And we can start doing that as soon as it's here. Boy, it's taken a long time. Winter is very long. And the whole island is covered in a blanket of snow. Very nice. Well, I'm really glad that today's goal has changed from
Vis
tools to
sitter
clothes,
här lite
because
grann.
now
Han
we can
spelar
start
lite
producing
Dota.
those and possibly using them for trade, and we can work on an expedition soon. So we're going to see if
You have a
the
music
wax
button
actually
here?
works out this year. So we'll see it grow and probably come in this fall. All right, it is late winter, so we're almost there. We should also probably build ourselves a hostel, which takes quite a bit of material. Wow, that takes 70 clay. Where did I put a clay pit down? Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and have a clay mine complete too. Let's go ahead and authorize that for the team.
What the fuck?
Finally, early spring year 3. Very good. Let's go ahead and remove 3 people from lumberjacks, and let's go ahead and assign you all to farming. Very good. So we can get that done. Looks like it's still a little too cold, but I want them to be able to work ASAP. So we'll see when that clears.
Let's get it on. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite
Lite Dota.
och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
Nice tone, thanks, buddy.
Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och leker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Let's get it on. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och pushar på och smeker med motståndet vi leker. Vi sitter här i väntan och spelar lite Dota och springer runt och creepar och motståndet vi slipar.
How long does this go for? If he's put
I
on
played
like some
the 10-hour version. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Sounds like a party.
Be happy.
And can you make cultist cows? Are there any on the Guild Island?
Oh, no way, Jaeger at the tower.
They're very expensive. I'll have a look. So 8 cloth. Yeah, the mats are expensive. No, not even. It's all bloody expensive. But I tell you what, if you want to make 50k, if you got a ton of cloth, there's about a 50k markup from the artifact in T5.
Silver booster. Ew. Get out of my house.
With your coins and my skills,
Yeah, the 4.1 is cheaper than the flat 4. Oh my god.
I
Blaine, man, where do you get your taste in music from?
From like 2014.
Oh my god, bro. Bro, fucking
Stop dying
rat.
so much.
Oh, bro. This is so gay. Oh, I'm gonna get down to fucking mobs.
It's okay, everyone makes mistakes. Some people just make more than others.
Guys are rat.
Have you tried wearing better armor?
I'm in like 4-2. That's what I'm trying to do. I literally have gone like, I've died like twice or 3 times. Just every time I go into a dungeon, some guy just puts a rock up. Thanks for killing all the mobs, man. I'm just gonna take the boss off your hands.
You should run to the end and then
And then
look
go backwards. But I'm freely on my crotch.
Is there a lot of people out there today?
I think everyone's just going.
Yeah, lots of them.
Whereabouts you guys?
Up around Trip Route.
Oh, you've gone black. What time is it in the US?
20+1
AM?
PM, like in the middle of the day.
In US?
No, I thought you saying. I thought you were asking me.
What? Shit. So it depends what time it is in Europe and the US. It's peak. I never come on it. Ooh, it's US prime time now.
Have that, honey. No.
Do you know when the new patch is coming, Emerald? The Queen? That's annoying. I feel like I'm ready for tier 8 zones.
It's at 4.2. I like the same price. That. Those. Stone skin, incoming damage. Yeah. Man, where am I going this time? Reset camera. Tier 5, tier 6, tier 4, tier 5, tier 5, tier 6. I'm try that. Oh, that's so far away, actually. Bloody gankers, get out of here, loser.
Fall back, fall back. Got my bitch right here next to me and she got my back. Fall back, fall back. Tell him bring my fucking money, I'm not playing that. Fall back, fall back. Focused on the money, naps, I can't relate to that. Fall back, real 100, you can miss me if it ain't that. Fall back, telling me to fall back. I know what you think I don't, so let's just not get into that. Drop you with a baseball bat before I use a strap. Facts. No, you were never expecting that. Ayy, the way I like, that's how I'm living at. At 16, remember hustling the loud pack. Turn that shit into a lifestyle, call me Queen Trap. Never caught me up, somebody please explain that. So many haters on my ass, no need to handle that. You hate yourself enough to come from me, shit, and that's that. Every bitch that had a problem putting on an act. I'm just saying, when we face to face, you always holding back. I never let that shit get to me. Living drama free because low key I actually got it in me. These bitches take what they can get, I'm having plenty. You can steal what's at the surface, so you try to fake identities. Fall back, fall back. Got my bitch right here next to me and she got my back. Fall back, fall back. Tell them bring my fucking money, I'm not playing that. Fall back, fall back. Focused on the money, naps, I can't relate to that. Fall back, fall back. Real 100, you can miss me if it ain't that. I guess what they say is true. If you got all that they want, then don't be jealous how you move. I'm not stressed about it neither, cause I ain't got shit to do. I'ma keep on doing me, let it unfold the way it's supposed to. This shit goes out to who's been doubting me. I always try being nice to you, don't say it's because of me. They love you till you better, so I'm careful who I keep. The ones who didn't know keep saying damn okay, who is shit. To me, you're only a statistic. Fuck around going zero to cut off in an instant. I might as well go get my nails fixed. Ain't nobody worried about you anyway, so don't trip. People like you only consume. You should put that as your middle name. I'm
Ooh, I got a tier 8 dungeon map. That was a mob drop as well.
How long, like, if you go, like, say to a trip route portal, how long is it before you can, like, change to, like, Desolate Meadow?
10 minutes.
True.
Ready to expand?
Just these bloody gankers. I was sitting there last night, and they think they can trick me.
Yeah. Awesome. That dude, these two fucking smashed the shit out of it.
4v2'd.
They were Hellgate conflict. And in our defense, we got there when the other two got
It was like a 2v2, and then they died, and then we came in for another 2v2.
Yeah. And we almost got the fucking healer down. Like,
I reckon the broadsword would have still killed us.
no.
Yeah.
They just would have kept them stunned. Like, if we had got that healer down in that initial burst, like, he would have run.
Would have got him. Stonewood back. Stonebark wood.
Do the solo dungeon maps have tiers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just got Swift Claw.
Oh, hidden treasure. Thanks for the loot.
Now I just need to get back to town safely.
Don't bark wood. Reset camera.
Oh my god, I got disconnected. Are you guys getting disconnected?
Nah, I'm good.
Sometimes that happens to me when I go like through shop or like through the bloody market.
Oh my god, I felt like a fucking ganked here.
Ah, hee hee.
Customizable, safe. Enjoy.
Ooh, another live streamer. Hey man, big fan. Can you sign my mouse pad?
I can. What's your address? I'm dead. Not wrong.
Desolate meadow.
Welcome to the chop shop. Quick and
Fuck. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not fucking dead. Some mob just down.
you know where to find me.
Imagine I lost the Swift Claw from getting downed by the mob.
Lazy grass meadow. Oh, so I'm gonna go with her.
Wow. Okay, fuck this.
Can't be the boss.
Fuck off! Why are you... I just got jumped by 3 people in a solo.
Whereabouts?
What is it?
Done by Thingamajiggy Bob.
Yeah, thingamajiggy bob.
It sounds like
Black Zone?
diabolical. But it's like diabar.
Dive hull chasm.
Yeah,
That's black, yeah.
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 Black T7. Wonder if it was the same guy that killed me.
Nah, it wasn't.
The one in the kill board isn't the right one. No way this guy's chasing me back down. Fuck off, you rat. Did he have like a broadsword?
I'll be honest, there was 3 of them. I couldn't tell much what was going on.
Yeah. Camel toe plane. This tier 6. Some Randy Scrandy. I want to go far away from here as possible. I want to go up there. Ooh, a mammoth. Hey, mate. I'm not taking my chances on these bad boys.
Have you tried my latest creation?
Fucking logged out again.
Get anything? No.
Oh, my favorite recipe.
Thingy right here. Another thing. It's like right by the treasure. Oh wait, there's no bridge here. Well then.
Oh la la.
Oh, dude, you lost that map.
Why 3 people though? Just I'm just running through the boss. I'm sick of this.
I love food.
Is a groovy spot still playing? Yeah, boss up here. Looks like it.
Made a profit?
Where you headed? Get on.
Oh, Skullboy.
Put your money offshore. Sure.
Welcome back, mate.
Yeah, I just restarted my thing because I keep fucking getting disconnected.
There's only one boss here.
You guys aren't having any server issues?
Mm. Only one boss. I've been scammed. Get away from me, Swiftwater thingamajiggy bob. What's blank? Is it an ad?
Someone just literally bought all the dank mouth catfish from the fucking market.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blasting and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. But I ain't never crossed a man that didn't deserve it. Me be treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you're talking and where you're walking, or you and your homies might be lying in chalk. I really hate the trip, but I gotta low. As they croak, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool, I'm the kind of G the little homies wanna be like, on my knees in the night, saying prayers in the street light. Been spending most of the nights living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of the nights living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our got the situation they got me facing. They live a normal life. I was raised by the state, so I gotta be down with the hood team. Too much television watching got me chasing dreams. I'm an educated fool with money on my mind. Got my tin in my hand and a gleam in my eye. I'm a loped out gangster, set tripping banker, and my homies is down, so don't arouse my anger. Fool, death ain't nothing but a heartbeat away. I'm living life, do or die. What can I say? I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? The way things is going, I don't know. Tell me why are we so blind that the ones we hurt are you and me? Been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Power and the money, money and the power. Minute after minute, hour after hour. Everybody's running, but half of them ain't looking what's going on in the kitchen. But I don't know what's cooking. They say I got to learn, but nobody's here to teach me. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? I guess they can't, I guess they won't, I guess they front. That's why I know my life is out of luck, fool. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We've been spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. We keep spending most of our lives living in the gangster's paradise. Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me? Tell me why are we so blind to see that the ones we hurt are you and me?
Purple. Nerd.
I'm talking to you. See you standing over there with your body. Feeling like I wanna rock with your body. And we don't gotta think about nothing. I'm coming at you. Cause I know you got a bad reputation. Doesn't matter cause you give me temptation. Guess tonight I'm making deals with the devil, and I know it's gonna get me in trouble. Just as long as you know you got me. These friends keep talking way too much. Say I should give you up. Can't hear them no, 'cause I've been there all night. I've been there all day. And boy, got me walking side to side. I've been there all night. I've been there all day. And boy, got me walking side to side. It's the new style with the fresh type of flow. Wrist icicle, ride deck bicycle. Come true, yo. Get you this type of blow. If you wanna manage, I got a tricycle. All these bitches froze is my mini me. Body smoking, so they call me Young Nicky Chimney. Rappers in they feelings, 'cause they feeling me. I give zero fucks and I got zero chillin' me. Kissing me. Cop the blue box that say Tiffany. Curry with the shot, just tell them to call me Stephanie. Gun pop, then I make my gum pop. I'm the queen of rap, young Ariana Run Pop. These friends keep talking way too much.
Hey, Emerald, Leon.
Mhm.
Hello. What are you crafting? I had a quick look at your stream. I've been at work all day, so I've only just got home. So I get home, my missus is like, "We're going out for dinner." So I'm like, "I'm gonna squeeze in an hour's worth of gaming before we go." So yes,
Let me guess, she just doesn't understand.
pretty much. Again, that's not such a bad.
Oh my god. Gold chest.
Hey.
But how are you supposed to stream an Emerald if she turns the internet off? Well, your stream does say it's for mature audiences only.
Yeah.
I was like, here we go. Emerald finally getting to some cam girl action.
It's a lot more profitable than freaking gaming.
Fuck yeah, it is. Oh. She don't play no. Yeah, I know all about that. We got a pretty good, well, like sort of gank. We're just roaming around in the red zones yesterday and got a guy with the full inventory of wood and ore and all that. Got his tier 6 ox and ended up being about a mil plus after everything had broke. Like half his gear broke, but we still ended up with over a mil. So we got a
Nice.
couple good ones. Yeah, I felt bad for the guy because he'd obviously been out there a really long time. But yeah, at the same time, it's kind of like, thanks for funding.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got it down pretty tight now, with the whole ganking squad we run. Like pretty much, you have to be something special to get away from us. I'll put it.
What do you?
I'm running Curse. The other guy runs. Billy runs Frost, and the other guy runs Death Givers, and Chinslow runs his double-bladed staff or his soul sight. And literally, like, no one gets away. Like, you can't run away from that much. Because two will run ahead on Swift Claws, get ahead of the person, and then one will chase them into the group, and then one guy will stand behind the Swift Claw that's chasing. So no matter which way you go, you're either running into two or you're running into one that's long enough to hold until the other. And it's just constant kills, man. Like, so many fucking kills.
And what spots are you taking?
Mostly around Martlock. Like, I'm up to 151 kills already, and I had 40, I think, before I left. So I've got 110
red
kills
zone?
in like the time I've been. Reds, blacks, anyway. They're honestly, they're PvP nutbags, man. They fucking just yeah. Well, they come from Killer Instinct, so they're like in one of the top tier PvP guilds in the game. So they know. And Chins is a pretty decent player too.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. It's good that they're like they can sync with you guys timeline.
Yeah, well, it's all about just they said it's confidence really at the end of the day. So many people would be good at PvP, but they don't have the confidence just to go out and try, and then they get killed because they always take the wrong builds out. So it's mostly just getting people confident enough in a build to run out and actually play with and not be afraid to lose stuff, and then they get better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you dungeon dive, you're a rat.
I dungeon dive all the time. I've got so many people with curse lately done.
If you dungeon dive in more than a group of one, then you're a rat.
No, I solo dungeon dive. There's no point in taking.
You're amazing. You're amazing,
Yeah.
see? That's fine.
We
Gives you a
got
fighting chance.
dove. We got dove the other day with 5 people. There was 2 of us, and then we got dove with 5 people. We killed 4, and the last guy managed to kill both of us. Yeah, we were
Wow,
pissed off.
imagine getting
Really,
2
really pissed off. Well, 3 of them were melee. One was a tank, and one was a frostcaster. And it was a frostcaster that got us because we killed the 2 melees, the tank, and then the frostcaster. We were just so low that he just finished us off, basically. It was just very depressing, losing like 4 sets of gear, all that gear that was. But yeah, I agree. If you're ganking in more than one person in a solo dungeon, like either you don't deserve to be there, or you're compensating for bad skill. And then you know, typically if you go in the black zone, you might run into groups of 2 and 3 doing the solo dungeon anyway, in which case you're kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where you are. I think if you're in like the 7 zone, it's fair game.
Yeah. If you're in black, I don't care what you dive the dungeons with, really. You kind of deserve to be killed if you get found. But in the reds and the yellows and stuff like that, fucking, if you take too many people and you're just an idiot. Like, PvP is meant to be really at the end of the day.
Yeah. Once you go black, you'll never go back.
Not for XP anyway. So I'm starting on the broadsword grind now. So I'm 60, 70, 70, and I'm 21 on broadsword. So that's the next.
I'm almost at 90 on broadsword.
Yeah, it's just such a long grind. I got
Did you
got
get 400
artifact
on
up.
curse?
No, I'm only like 60 mastery on curse, somewhere around there. But that's my secondary spell. I use swords most of the time. I'm just trying to do the 400 out of 400 for swords. So I'm like 300 and something at the moment.
Yeah, I feel like now that I'm getting close to 100 on swords, like you notice the power.
Yep.
But
Definitely agree.
I don't know if 400's like worth the toll.
It's mostly the spec on the weapon you're using. Like, sure, it might add another 60 IP or 80 IP, whatever, having the other ones up, but at the end of the day, it is all about the spec. Like, it's that one sword that you use or one thing that you use.
But the thing is, right, like you can get your other specs to like 50, for example, and it might not be 60 IP, but it's 30 IP on top. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like even if you get your off specs to 50, I feel like 50 to 100 is massive.
Yeah,
And
like
kinda
I'm
not
sort of
worth it
stuck
for
on
that extra
artifact at the
30k.
moment. Well, my artifact sword's like 1 million between levels at the moment. It's kind of like it's making my eyes bleed just looking every time the bar goes.
Oh man, I used learning points for artifact. It's just ridiculous.
I do as well, but it's still, makes your eyes bleed watching it.
Yeah, I mean, just using learning points makes your eyes bleed.
Yeah, well, it's like 80 learning points once you've hit the base level ability. You do 300k out of the million, and then it's like you still require 80 learning points to get that last bit.
Fountain? Don't mind a fountain.
Their next goal is basically us going out mammoth hunting. So hunting like people who do runs on mammoths, and what they do is they use dual swords for the percentage HP stack, like the 6%.
Yeah.
So they stack your specs basically, and poison the mammoth, and they have like 8 to 9 people running dual swords and is constantly stacking at 6% until the guy gets dropped, and then he's overloaded, and you can usually catch him within 2 zones. So we're going to be trying that once the guild swap goes over. Try and go and hunt some command and transport mammoths on the way to Kali. Or they've shown me a few vids. It's actually really easy to do. They did it with 6 people. They got a command mammoth down with 6 people in 2 zones with only, it was fucking crazy. And they've got it all videoed and everything. And they ran halfway through the first zone just to see what he was up to, and they're like, yeah, he's committing. So they hopped off poison and then used the dual swords, got him to 2/3 of the way down for half a zone, got into the second zone, and then finished him off basically, because as soon as he demounted, he couldn't move. Like he had so much weight on him. And apparently the mammoth didn't trash, so they got the mammoth as well. It's like, command mammoth. And all the shit he was carrying.
He would have been so upset.
He would have been probably rage quit after that.
I'm gonna fucking rage quit right now. I keep getting fucking disconnected.
Well, yeah, I just never really thought about the percentage-based things affecting the mounts as well as the... So, if you get 6 people dropping a 6% like debuff on it, that's 36% of its HP gone in one round of...
What even is a mammoth's HP? Oh, come on, mammoth.
Fucking high. Good luck taking it down with anything that doesn't have percentage based on. Yeah, the buffs. So the mount hit points is 38,411.
Yeah, after broadsword.
But it also has it also has 410 armor on top of that for mitigation as well. So almost 40k HP with 410.
Are you guys connected to the game, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
If you want, I can turn it off for you.
Catch you in a bit.
Here we are. The guild looks to be growing a bit, dude. You're getting some extra players in. The fame bombs I've been noticing you guys have had a few people. Oh, nice. Oh, how nice it would be to have time on your hands. Hmm? Yeah, nice.
Go had another one. What?
Yeah, I've seen the aspects and stuff on. No drops though. That boy, I swear. Just running around aspect hunting, eh?
Two swords. Eat a heart cleave.
Yeah, it's always fun getting to ZVZ stuff. Yeah, well, we're Martlock based now, so we're going to be running all the new stuff out of here once the new patch drops. But when the season starts, all the Killer Instinct guys are coming over, so the guild's just going to go bananas, I think, for what's going to go on. Should be fun either way, something to do. I'm just happy as long as I'm getting into fights. Ah, cool. Thanks, man. That's good. It wasn't like a rush or anything. It's just I went to grab one the other day and I was like, damn, I must have misplaced them. I looked through everything, I couldn't find them. I was like, they gotta be. I was like, they gotta be here somewhere because I've got stashes all over the show. I thought I haven't left them in a war camp. I've just been filling all the war camps up so that when it drops, hopefully I can just grab it all back.
Yeah, I can't fucking connect.
Give me a purple chest, blue. Dun, 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 dun.
Ask for a yellow so it can disappoint you with a purple.
Hmm.
Imagine getting a gold in like a tier 7 zone. Oh, the loot coming out of that bad boy. Yeah.
And then you get that stupid demon boss as the tier 5 guy. Oh, bye. And you wish you'd never got the gold chest.
I should miss that. Oh, bar. Catch you later, idiot. Very nice.
So is everyone still doing solos even though they've been nerfed into
Yeah.
yeah, they're utterly pathetic now. Even in the black zone, they're still pretty pathetic. Well, compared to what they used to be anyway, I suppose they did need a nerf. Oh yeah. I think it's helping to encourage more crafting in the game as well.
I can get you anywhere.
Oh, mammoth.
Jeez.
Jeez, how many do you have?
Get on.
Chat just disconnected. Are you guys seeing that?
Nope. Must be having internet issues.
Why is it just me though?
Local internet problem?
Yeah, but why is the game chat though just affecting my? My ping's fine though.
Fucking bird, get away from me. Oh, dungeon.
You been doing many Hellgates lately, Leon?
A little bit. I
Hello,
did
Fax.
a bunch of fives. For a
Not much
few
so far.
months
Just
with,
doing
They're quite
daily
fun,
island stuff.
yeah.
Whole different dynamic.
I respect out of both completely.
Hey, I did too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so
80 levels up.
yeah, I had a lot, so I ended up switching to crossbow.
Yeah.
Played for a while. I'm mainly gathering and
I enjoyed
crafting.
the play style,
I'm learning the other bits still.
but and broadswords. So even my staves are specced out. I want to focus on swords and crossbow. I kind of found my groove with them. You're still running curse, yeah?
Curse and swords, yeah, my main two.
The main thing is where to get more focus from without having preview.
Yep. I've been doing Hellgates with swords mostly though, rather than curse.
And doing twos?
Yep, we only do 2v2s. Like we did the 5v5s, but we were running into too many of the June pre-mades and the Source pre-mades.
Yeah.
So we sort of just gave up on it. We're like,
So what's your two comp like?
Healer and whatever I choose to run pretty much, or Billy sometimes runs a secondary bow, but it really depends on what he wants to do, to be honest.
Most of my stuff goes into the guild. Yeah, I've got premium on this account, but not on the others.
Holy.
I feel like the new nature
just wasn't reliable enough.
since that chain? Because the new nature stuff looks good. Like it does damage now.
I've got 3 of every labourer on this island. Then each of the other islands is just concentrating on 1 crafting labourer. And I can craft everything except for daggers and quarterstaffs to tier 6.
You got tier 3 soldier helmet.
Yes. I've only got my houses up to tier 5.
I really like that too when you're out in the like the red
Yes.
zones and you're doing solo dungeons and
On this
the blue
island,
guy runs in. And
it's
you're fighting,
3
like,
of
a boss, and he just
each.
runs past you and tries to get to the
1
boss, but
on
he
all
ends
the
up
other
dying.
ones, it's concentrating just on 1.
Like he dumb. But they try to rush it too much. He ends up KOing themselves. It's twice that's happened to me this week.
Yeah, it took me a while to work that one
The
out.
worst is when they like just sit outside of your screen, and then they like hear you, and then they like pop in vis, run in, see you, and they follow you all the way to the end.
Yep.
And then
And I
like,
don't sell
you're
my
doing the
stuff, I
boss,
use
and
it
then
to
they're
go
like,
crafting
oh,
more.
yeah, let me just 2v1 you real quick.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's why I'm rocking spec the shoes now for fucking solos. Because if you're fighting, you just pop it in viz.
Yeah, you can take invis potions too. Just pop an invis potion, bolt out.
Yeah.
Taking melee into solos is usually a bad idea in the black zone, you know, because you just get ganked by fucking bows.
Yeah.
Why not
literally
3
only
of...
take curse into the black zone solos, so I'm like, fuck that, I'm not taking a sword.
What's your sword build like?
Which one?
Like
Like for Hellgates or just for solos?
Both.
Hellgates, I run broadsword or carving. I seem to have more luck with the broadsword. Just the 10-second E spec all the time just seems to be able to interrupt and do enough damage that it can take people down.
probably because I craft
sword
all
seems to be a bit
4
better for me
types.
because I can, you know, I guess dash through 2 people and debuff them enough that usually Billy can get a few hits off.
I do tinkers to make money.
Like a basic,
and then the other 3
is
to
Q's
do
still
stuff
damage
for the
attack,
guild.
memory? Like smite or something.
Oh yeah. And what are we wearing?
The last ones I did, I used Fiend Robe, and I used a Mosaic Broadsword, Stalker's Helm, and what shoes did I have on last? It wasn't Scholar shoes anyway. The Giant shoes, Guardian shoes, sorry.
Yeah, nice.
That was pretty much what my last build was. And he heals me,
Yes.
and I like Fiend Robe, CC them, push them into corners while stacking and specking, basically.
I don't craft anything without having a book on me.
The Q's got a bit of range on the sword.
And the movement speed and attack bonus of the stacks as well.
Yeah.
It works pretty well. Me and Chin try to do a couple, but he's really only got tank and axe, so it doesn't really work.
Yeah. I've been running it in soldier's armor a lot. Using taunt.
It's bad versus us because depending on who we see as well, like we've been carrying mage jackets.
Oh yeah.
So we can just purge people as well if we come across against a bad build. I just have it as an...
Yeah.
But
yeah, I do the so I do the taunt stack with the stalker hood.
Yeah.
The double.
So that my main island, it does my gathering as well as crafting. All the other alt islands is just for crafting labourers.
Basically, and what do you call it? Purge.
Yeah.
They're pretty fucked once you hit there. Like the whole build goes out the window.
Unless someone's got
These days, I spend more time doing the crafting for the guild than I do, and alliance than I do with gathering.
He wants me to level artifact daggers so we can run dual death givers in there. Like, I don't really know if I want to do that.
It's disgusting. Even like death
He's like, it's so powerful.
with like staff on the.
Like, this is my destiny board. I've got everything.
One we come across a couple times.
I've got frost to 26. Everything else is 30 and over.
One.
Alliance, we used to be Atom. Now we're Don't Touch Me. And guild is Dingo Unchained.
Yeah, it's a one-hit combo basically. The guy permafrost stuns you, and the other guy hits his hunter shoes or whatever, runs in, and pretty much just one taps one of your.
Have you seen the people rocking things now? Have you seen that?
The guy that's talking now, he set dingoes up. That he stepped down a month ago and put me in his place instead. He wanted to go and focus more on the PvP side than managing.
For the 2v2.
Well, I just cheat one-shot builds.
And I spend more time online than he does.
Will just constantly reset every 30 seconds. Like if they don't hit it right, they'll sprint off and run
Hey, Taz.
pretty much just try and hide for 30 seconds. Yeah. It really is just fucking cancer. So
yeah, I'm leading
what the
ish.
Pike and the Frost guy was doing. Every time
more
they'd miss
just
it,
keeping people going forwards. What you been up to, Taz?
5v5 Hellgate. 3 we did. We ran into like the June squad every single time. It was just like fuck.
Thanks, Emma.
Get your shit.
Yeah. We've been when I was doing it after reset, and it was pretty quiet. Like we'd do maybe 5 a night, maybe fight 3 out of 5.
Have you run with the Overlook guys?
No, just some guys that like a couple of Aussie guys that someone fan messaged me and they were looking to practice 5s, and then just some random Aussies from a bunch of different guilds.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them around, like Aussies and Kiwis that are in random ass guilds.
Yeah, but they just but it fizzled. Like it was good, and then stopped doing it. But it was good. I like it. Like I would do more 5v5 Hellgates each night.
What are you looking for in an alliance, Lemma?
Because the fame and loot is just...
Yeah, the fame's amazing.
Does it ever get warm down there, Taz? I thought you were going to get into streaming with that gaming rig that you built.
You also need people that are like constantly going to be on. Well, not constantly going to be on, but
yeah. Like
there's people that are on a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if you have like a setup 5 with like the right specs and the right combination set up, you should be good. But then you're always relying on like them to be on, or you need somebody that you can sub in.
And then you got to practice together because it's fucking.
Still not touching the RC stuff.
Like it's not like.
But once you have that, then like you're good as go.
Yeah.
Yeah. The alliance we're in was Atom. Now we don't. The main guild there's Overlooked. And they're very helpful with explaining the ZVZs, the GVGs, that sort of stuff. They're not very good at the GVG side.
Like it's nice, but I'm noticing the DP.
But they can explain it well enough that we can learn from.
Yeah.
I kind of get to at least 50 spec.
That's why
like
it's quite good for us being in it.
80 spec. So you can wear like 4.1s or 6.1s and actually.
Yeah, I've been living on this game, Taz.
A decent
keeps the mind occupied, even though the
we've been
body
having a
can't
lot
do
of, like,
much.
just ganking people at the Hellgates, like doing 2v2 fights at the Hellgate entrances, like fighting for the Hell.
What's your
Yeah.
Discord name, Llama?
Like, we don't even fight them inside, so you end up fighting them outside. You still, get tons of loot from killing them because they're taking
yeah.
in decent gear.
I mean, there's somewhere to gank. Like if you just set up, if you get like 10 people huddled around a fucking 5v5 Hellgate Black Zone, you're gonna get some good loot and good fights because those guys are gonna be ready to fight. Alright, I'll catch you in a bit, boys.
See you, Leon.
Yeah, peace, bro.
Yeah, after you finish mowing the lawn, race it around the yard and do a video for us. The link I just posted for Discord is for the Alliance Don't Touch Me. If you talk to your enemy or your ally, they're the same person. He can let you know what we do and don't do and that sort of stuff if you want to have a chat to him. We've been getting a few guilds going, and we got some Polish boys that are doing the crafting and gathering, and then a few guilds that are just doing the PvP side.
Honest prices.
Damn. You're gonna have to pull the carbie apart and hope it's not glued together.
Yeah, unreliable.
Yo.
With soldier's chest plate, do you know if the 12% HP reduction to mobs, does that also apply to mounts, or
I don't think so, no. I think mounts count as players.
I watched a thing on YouTube yesterday about the ethanol in the fuel and what it does to aluminium casings in the engine and in the carbies. It's something that you don't want to add to it.
Yeah, it would be nice if they had a bit more clarity.
And the fuel stabilizer doesn't help at all for that.
Like, I'd
So I
like
was
to
gonna
know
say, if you're
what
running, like,
stacks and what doesn't stack.
Yeah.
Because if we knew, there'd be like tons of theory crafting people could do. Like about resistances, like resistance
any
debuffs versus
unleaded
HP
fuel
debuffs,
that has
damage type
any percentage
stacking,
of ethanol in The higher the
and, like,
percentage of
percentage
ethanol, the more
HP,
corrosion
like,
it does to the
exactly.
aluminium
There's a lot
casings.
of stuff that if you had some
And then you've got
clarification,
inox and
you could
Win
actually get a lot more
and
out of
yeah. But they barely say, oh,
Newlon that do
if
the
we give
fuel
too much
additives. It's supposed to
clarification, then
stabilize the fuel
things just
and
get out
stop
of
it,
hand.
the
But,
ethanol
like,
corroding the aluminium.
if they even just like
But it doesn't
said
do
like
much of
one
a good
thing,
job for
it like
that.
completely changed like the meta of.
Exactly, and it's people are testing these things
So I don't know
anyway,
how
but
that
a lot of them are just
RC fuel
going
would
on
go,
guesses because there's no
because that would be a
guaranteed way to know
higher
if it's actually
ethanol
true or
content.
not without running like a parser, and there's not really any mods allowed. Like unless you're running something third party, like it's
And then if you
risking
get
getting
found out,
banned. So you're but
Local goods.
you're gonna board.
they're very like they haven't given any clarification to half. So if they like
Yeah.
do end up giving clarification, then they just like disrupt the entire meta.
That, or maybe just their coding sucks, so they don't want to give out what they have done, haven't done, because they go, well, that doesn't make sense. But they're like, well, that's just how it is at the moment. And then people
That's just how we're doing it.
yeah, that's just how we're doing it. So, well, it's wrong, but you know, you do you.
You're NZ, right?
Yeah, I'm Kiwi.
Yeah. How much ping do you get? Like 200?
220 at the moment, but I'm on fairly rural. Like I'm on farm.
Yeah.
So yeah, 180.
Yeah,
Like my mate plays, he was on 180ish.
How do you go with like ganking and like the MS?
It's fine as long as you're playing certain builds. Bow, I would highly recommend against it if you're Aussie or New Zealander.
Watch the guy turn
I would
a
say that's probably
air
my least
conditioner
favorite
motor
out
into a
of, any
two-stroke
ganking.
engine.
Mage
That
classes
was
can be a
pretty
little bit
cool.
annoying. Melee, tank, and I don't know, like close melee classes are probably your best bet for anything. Like or large AOE based classes, because with the millisecond ping, obviously that if he's 200 ping ahead of you, he's 200 ping on his end and 200 ping on your end as well. You got to remember that, so it adds up to quite a lot. I actually posted a video in chat quite a while ago about showing the difference between ping on different characters from different countries, like
the
side
different
by side.
for the amount of arrows you can get in, and that's
the difference is like in some classes like Ranger I think was the worst. It was like a 20 to 30% DPS versus loss versus a US.
Yeah.
Did you watch the video? Yeah, it's huge, and it applies to any MMO. Any MMO that relies on ping, that applies.
Yeah, because it's like League, like, but they have like dedicated servers for like each region. So like if you play an OCE, you only play against other people playing on like the OCE server.
Yeah, that's like heaven right there for Oceanic players.
It's just because like with games like that, the pros even say like if you get more than 10 MS, there's like certain things in the game that you can't actually do.
It's kind of the same for every MMO really at the end of the day. You just have to compensate. Like some of the better players from Arcade, like I played Arcade for quite a while, and some of the better players I knew on there were Australians, but they had just learnt to compensate for the lag. But even then, like they would say, I'm at a disadvantage, but I'm compensating because I've been playing for so long that I know where these AoEs are going to go, how they're going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's still playing at a big disadvantage. And like I've got some mates over here in the cities that play, and they are the same thing. They hate playing against anyone with higher ping. They just give up pretty much.
Because all the servers for Albion are like NA-based.
Yeah.
Are they not?
Yeah, they're all. I think I don't remember if it was East or West. I did actually read about it at one point, but yeah, kind of sucks.
So if anything, if they expand their servers, the next place they'd be going would be EU.
Yeah, definitely, 110%. I'd go EU first before they came here. I mean, the market here is growing, but it's still nothing compared to like a European market. Considering, isn't half the game designers from this European?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
would
EU
definitely
are
be
like,
the EU
yeah.
mark.
I know EUs are like crazy, like shooters, and then
He actually pulls it fully apart, drills holes in it,
Even with exit lag,
and then
or any
puts it back together.
VPN-based stuff, I'm still only noticing a very slight difference in the lag dynamic. Really, at the end of the day, it's not enough to really justify it for me.
yeah,
Like I might notice, 20 ping on a good day difference, and it's just like, I'm not paying, $10 a month or whatever for a different
yeah, a
stability.
VPN connection that like barely does anything.
Yeah,
and also
pretty much.
'cause then you're routing your connection through like multiple servers, so like you're losing.
You can choose the amount of servers you want to go through on some of them, but
Yeah.
it's still not enough.
Oh no,
to
but I mean
justify.
like even if you're running it through like one VPN, you're still routing like your connect through to their server, and then from their server to like
Yeah, exactly.
Albion server.
You're just probably faster than your direct connection to Albion, basically.
Want a trade?
Which in some places it's not actually. It's actually worse doing.
And also like your connection to their servers, or their direct connection to Albion also compensates for your connection to their servers.
It's definitely not easy being an Oceanic player.
Which is probably why a lot of people gravitate towards games that have like dedicated servers for regions.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, though, when you come to games like this, if you had like a region locked, like Oceanic area or something like that, imagine the player base would be fucking
Yeah,
tiny
it would be
compared to.
tiny.
You wouldn't be
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
playing. You'd just be like, ugh, nah, I'm not going to get on to be ganked by the same 4 people every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think so, but yeah, it'd probably
All
end
you
up
need
being
to
the
do
same
is
amount of
just
gankers.
dodge beforehand.
What'd you say, Len?
Just dodge beforehand.
Just
Or they
join the
shoot.
guild.
If you can't beat him, join him.
If you can't, daddy. Glad that alliance is gone. Yeah, he needed it though.
Welcome, friend. Satisfied?
Oh, what is it in this time? Thank you very much. What level am I now? 61, 72, 72, 63.
Safe journey.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting to watch too.
Have a look. See you later.
Oh, the boss is down there. Ooh, purple chest with a gun, man. Oh, what? Oh, the flamethrower.
There is no problem a meteor can't solve. Behold. Running it is an option.
Yeah, I remember watching something similar to that. They made it so thick so it didn't blow up.
Hunter or hunted? Deadly choice.
Ooh. Very nice.
Strike true.
I actually had a Hellgate versus some of the Overlook guys the other day. Emerald. Some of them are quite pretty good players. It was Bourbon Bandit and the. Yeah, it was quite fun. So I killed Bourbon the first time, and Bourbon killed me the second time. So it was quite fun. Probably. They're pretty high level players. They did like 100 mil sort of thing XP, considering I'm fucking a baby compared to them. He's like, I'm defining the meta, and I'm like, well, I'm defining your tombstone, and then killed him.
Right.
But he got his own back. They came back and killed me because they jumped my teammate first and left me in a 2v1. I was like, thanks, Billy. And he's like, what? I was AFK.
How much better is the loot in Hellgates compared to dungeons?
So much better. Like, once you get used to Hellgates, you'll never go back to dungeons unless you have to, basically. Like, you're guaranteed, I don't know, it's like, depending on the level of it, 2 to 3 tomes and, tier 7, tier 8 gears sometime, depending on the style. Lots of tier 6. You get about 50, 60k XP per Hellgate as well on top of. Yeah, it's the best XP in the game. Yep. Well, say la vie, right? Yep. It's a good little interrupt build.
Spec out.
I mean, every weapon has the potential to be powerful, though, if you know what you're doing with.
Oh, last boss. Actually, is this last boss? Yeah.
I have lots to trade.
Blue chest for Rock Boy.
Deal. Put your money offshore.
Fuck me, Earth Daughter's tanky.
Yeah, especially once she gets her buff up on the shit around you. Gotta silence her, interrupt her, stop that stupid buff.
Stack, sword. Expert nature staff, expert nature staff. No armor, demon cape. Not too bad.
Yeah, Demon Cape's guaranteed 100k.
Yeah, need to make some money back. After I've been gang like 3 times. Bloody rats.
Yeah, or they group diving.
Yeah.
What are you running out there?
Like dual swords. I only
Oh,
started
yeah.
like the other day, so I have like, no, not the other day, but don't have like a very high spec in like anything.
Ah, fair enough. If
And it has like good AoE, and like you can stay reasonably high HP.
dual swords is a very good PvP weapon as well too, like versus groups of players, because obviously that 6% on everything it hits. You know, if you've got
Yeah.
3000 HP, it's like an extra 500 damage tick.
And then if you're running like Fury on your chest plate.
Yeah, like a smart PvPer won't touch you though while that's up, because it's
Yeah.
the talent is fairly huge. Like if I ran into the dungeon, I ran into you, and I'm instantly
like,
going to see
see
you wearing
when
heavy
I-
armor. Well,
yeah.
I'm instantly going to see you wearing heavy armor, so I'm going to say, okay, he's dual swords, he's soldier's armor. That's the 2 things I need to know about you. So as soon as I run up to you and you hit that big red thing, all I do is I just sprint away, and then you're on cooldown for 45 seconds, and I can just have my way with you after that. So you've got to time it. We got to either time it once they've got the bleeds. Yeah, I've always found soldiers' armor to be very lackluster in versus people who've been playing for more than, because you start to learn the towels. Like straight away, you won't learn the towels, but as soon as you realize what armor does what weapon does what, you because you've used it yourself, you know what it looks like when they use it. So like instantly, I just run away from you and then circle around, come back, and then yeah, you'd be in trouble.
Game over.
Yeah, pretty, because you'd have no chest armor, and I'd have Spectre's jacket or Hellion jacket that I could use on you, and that's, you can't run away from that if you're already on cooldown.
Yeah, and most People run like if they're running like groups, they'll run like one melee and then like one like bows or something.
Yeah, that's
They'll
what me
run
and
like a
Chin's
great staff or like something.
He runs Hellion bows, so he like will sit back and just plink away on them when I stand in their face and pretty much silence them and just get in their face and make them. What I do is I run the Fiend Robe if I'm out PvPing, because the Fiend Robe has an AoE that is a 4-second fear ability. So I run into the group with my carving sword, so I'll charge in with the carving sword, hit them. They both try to attack me because Chinslow's further behind me. They don't usually go for him straight away, and if they do, his Hellion Hood has an AoE cloud plus silence. So if they run at him, they get silenced and he's invisible and he can do whatever he wants to them. So they both jump on me, so then I hit my Fiend Robe, so they're bouncing around, not being able to use abilities for 4 seconds. And if they try to do anything channel, that gets interrupted. And they're usually dead or half dead by the time that 4 seconds is ended anyway.
Jeez.
It's a dirty, dirty little robe for 2v2. Like, it's definitely meta. Because like, if you think about it, if you're a caster and you're going to cast anything, you know, as soon as you look at me, you're bouncing back, and because I'm running into you at the same time, so every time my bubble touches you, you're getting interrupted and pushed back. And then what I do is I run at people and I'll fear them into the mobs as well too. So you're getting pushed into mobs while I'm doing that at the same time, or pushed
Especially
into
if
a mob.
you're like a Hellgate.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
fear into like something that's about to blow up, and it's like, catch you later.
There's heaps of dirty little combos if you really want to get. Thanks, Ed. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's the Rox's paper combo, but just with like 10 or 12 different weapons. You know, if you run melees, the bows are going to fuck you. If you run bows, the casters are going to fuck you. It's kind of like, you know, you're either one or... And frustrating.
Yeah. Until they mess up the meta, and then one thing's just completely busted.
Yep, like the Graveguard. They just got...
Want a trade?
It was best in slot for pretty much doing anything, and now that's gone.
Made a profit?
And certain swords are better than others for different situations too. Like carving's better in groups. Swords is better in like 2v2 in small groups. Claymore's really good in 1v1 and chase scenarios. And then broadswords are really good at like 2v2 or sustain situations. You just pick the weapon to suit the situation. And axes are like the best PvE weapon, melee weapon in the game, but as soon as you take it into PvP, it's apart from Halberd.
Ready to expand?
Ready to leave?
Well, I'm going to go off for a little bit, have lunch, and then I'll be back. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah, I got a cruise too. I go for the stupid dinner. Lunchtime? Fucking hell, it's dinner time.